This is probably one of the first books I read in college that kind of got me thinking outside of the box, so to speak. Another book that I'm going to break down. Got a lot of work to do. Another book I'm going to break down, though, that I feel like people need to understand, especially our people need to understand. W.E.B. Du Bois, The Souls of Black Folk. I haven't even got a chance to open this one up yet, so I haven't read anything on this one yet. I have read some of Race First. I have read some of the selected writings and speeches of Marcus Garvey, and I read quite a bit of Message to the People. And I read, about a fifth of the way through Message to the Black Man. Another book I'm going to read and see if it is worthy of an explanation. I think it is, but one thing that we talk about a lot is politics, and I think that's something that we don't necessarily understand. Communist Manifesto. I'm going to break this down, and I'm going to explain this to our people from Karl Marx and Frederick Engels' point of view, including a black man in America's point of view. In addition to that, so that's politics. Another great leader that I want to study, and I think our people need to understand, especially the youth need to understand. Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a long one. This thing is thick. Hold up. It's still 500, 600 pages. Why is this so thick, though? Malcolm is 500 pages, so it's a little bit, same number of pages, probably same amount of time as Malcolm. And Malcolm has taken me 6 months to read it and review it and create the videos. I've done all 19 chapters. I'm in the epilogue right now, finishing that up, and then I'll go to the following chapters, Ossie Davis, and I forgot the other one. So, Long Walk to Freedom is on the list. Another book that's on the list, another book that's on the list, another one of our great elders, great teachers, is J.A. Rogers, From Superman to Man. Break this down, explain this to our people from our point of view. While I have this up, there's another book that I'm going to break down, but my lady has it. My wife has it. It is Miseducation of the Negro, Carter G. Woodson. So she's holding that right now. She's reading that while I'm reading all these other ones. But yeah, that's another one I'm going to read. I just seen another one that I forgot to mention. I had it stashed away. Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. Garvey, in my opinion, he started it. If we all just follow Garvey, I think we'd be fine. We all still seem to wave the RBG flag, but we don't seem to support the organization. So, interesting. But another book I'm going to read, but probably not break down, but I just want to understand for myself, is, shout out again to Sanada TV, Mfudishi, Spiritual Warriors Are Healers. Kemetic priest, breaking down the Kemetic philosophies and the deities of ancient Egypt or Kemet. So a lot of good information here. I've only gotten to page 30 something on this book, so just started reading it, but it's hard to read all these books at one time. But hey, it'll be all right. Another good book, not even a book, it's a pamphlet, but worth explanation, worth looking into, worth studying. The Willie Lynch Letters and the Making of a Slave. Very important book for our people, young or old. We all should be reading this. This tells us exactly why we're having, part of the reason why we have trouble unifying as a collective. So, very good book. You can use it at any black organization. And it's got some information in here that will help that organization to grow and develop. So, in addition to learning about our people and our elders and our leaders, I've also read Sun Tzu, Art of War. And one of the principles in the Art of War is you need to study your enemy and learn and understand and know your enemy. So, another book I'm going to break down and read, Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler, the autobiography of Adolf Hitler. Probably the most prominent Caucasian leader, modern time. So I think most of the leaders, in my opinion, current day or recent history, are trying to follow his lead or his ideal. So I'm gonna understand this, break it down for everybody to give us some insight into Caucasian mindset or Caucasian leader mindset.